Oh, by the way, you can swear like mad on this podcast.
Okay, good. We do that on our show too, so it's okay.
Cunt. But
uh,
the main question I've got for you, so just about 20 minutes ago or whatever, the TV ratings come out for the NXT versus the AEW shows. And these dickheads are celebrating it and reporting on it like it's world peace breaking out. So the question I've got for you, Kevin, and the first question I should say is, are AEW marks the worst thing about wrestling today?
well, I don't even what was the ratings? I didn't. I was actually working my other job. I didn't get a chance to see what were the final ratings this time around for AEW and NXT.
Just that NXT was way up, or sorry, AEW was way up,
Hmm.
and they're acting like, and the way they're celebrating this, and these fucking geeks are going, "Yay, Cody Rhodes!"
I did. I saw most of the show. I thought the show wasn't very good. The AEW show last night. I watched both shows actually. I thought NXT was the better show. Clearly, I'm more, if you're going to say Team NXT, but I'm Team NXT because NXT is a better product, not because I'm being paid or I'm some sort of fanboy. I'm far from a fanboy. I mean, at this stage of my life, I mean, I always love wrestling. That's the one consistency in my life since 1979. I've been a fan, and I was started out a WWF fan, so of course I would be WWE fan to this day. Just like if you're, in Ireland, if you support a football team, we call it soccer over here, you're down with the team since day one. You're going to stick with them. I don't abandon WWE because a new product comes along. I'll watch the new product, and there's enough wrestling for everybody, and you can watch different things. But I'm not going to go piss all over a company that has entertained me since 1979. So that's why I stay strong for WWE. I know WWE has its problems. It sucks many a time, and I call it. And you see me on Twitter, I'll call out WWE just as much as I call out AEW. But AEW has a proving ground. The difference is WWE is old school. They've been around. They proved themselves. They got the base. They got the bucks. They have the legacy. AEW hasn't done shit yet. It's a brand new company. If you want to talk for real, it's a 4-month-old company. I don't care if they did a couple of successful pay-per-views. What does that mean? Anybody can do that. Put on a product each and every week and draw the audience, draw consistent house numbers, draw more than 2,500 people like they did last night in Memphis. It was a disgraceful draw last night. They didn't even do 3,000 paid in Memphis, and that's very bad. And that's why they tried to do the Memphis rub with the legends and stuff. But if you ain't included Jerry Lawler, you ain't getting anybody in there. Lawler is the man over there. He works for the other company. So it's a bad idea to do a Memphis tribute without Lawler involved. And I think that's why Memphis kind of stayed away. They might have beaten NXT in the ratings again, but again, it's what product is better, and they have a lot of proving ground to go. I think bragging rights are for people who have lots of consistent victories. Like when you're a championship team like the Yankees or the Patriots or something, you can brag. When you're brand new, just keep quiet, do what you got to do, prove yourself. Come see me in 5 years when you're still around. I fear, honestly, that AEW won't make it 1 year. That's just my opinion. I don't want that to happen, but I have a feeling the bloom's going to come off the rose real quick, and I don't know, come the end of the year, they'll be in AEW. It's just my opinion.
Well, I can't, of course, confirm anything, but I don't know if you knew that I work for the Disco Inferno and Conan podcast.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Great podcast. Conan's mad cool.
He's my best friend, despite what
Cool.
he says on the air. But let's just say I've heard, but I can't say from who, that AEW is spending a fortune and has literally made zero profit.
Right.
So your prediction is quite strong, and that's all I can say.
Yeah, I don't want anything bad. Just again, I come from the territory days. I mean, even you talk about Conan, I followed his career when he started out, and he wrestled in different territories, not just in Mexico, but in other places he's been to. I love the territories back in the day, to Florida, and watching Continental Wrestling, UWF, Mid South. I loved it, and I still was a WWF fan first and foremost, but I watched everything, AWA. Come home from school in the 80s, from high school, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on ESPN, and watch from the Showboat Arena. So, I mean, I'm not, again, I think there's a misconception, probably because I'm very rough on AEW. Oh, this guy's a fanboy of WWE. He's probably works for them. No, not at all. Again, I don't like bragging without a proving ground. It's like a guy bragging, he wins his first couple of fights, but he hasn't really fought anybody, you know what I mean? So, again, proving ground, be around for a while, go the distance, and you'll get nothing but respect from me.